Hi everyone. Today we will start with a new chapter, tillage. Tillage means it is the manipulation of the soil. Manipulation of the soil and preparation of the soil for the seedbed preparation. Here, tillage, the father of tillage, we consider Jethro Tull as a father of tillage. And the next term is tilth. Tilth is the physical condition of the soil after tillage operations. Here tillage means it is the opening of the soil and softening of the soil for the production of the crop. Tilth is the physical condition of the soil. So in the earlier days or in the earlier generation, what people used to do for the preparation of the soil seedbed was they used to have some handmade wooden sticks, or later iron sticks came. Then they used bullock carts for plowing the soil, and after that now tractors. In the modern days we use tractor for loosening the soil. With the tractor we have different types of plows attached to the tractor, which will be used based on the soil conditions. So when we are going for the dry land condition, for dry land, the aggregate means it is the assembly or the combination of sand, silt, clay all together. It forms a ball like structure that we call it as an aggregate. Aggregate means combination or amalgamation or gumming of all the soil particles. So that is, for dry land condition, the aggregate requirement is smaller aggregate, it means higher number of smaller aggregates we require, that is about 1 to 2 mm. And for irrigated conditions, higher number of large aggregates, that is around 3 to 5 mm. This aggregate size we may find them sometimes in examination. So which type of aggregates we require? We need smaller sized aggregates for dryland agriculture, and for irrigated agriculture we require much bigger or little bigger when compared to the dryland agriculture. But the most suitable aggregate size for crop production is 1 to 5 mm. So based on the soil conditions we will find different aggregate level, and then we have to go for the tillage operation so that the aggregate size either reduced or increased sometimes. And the another term related to tillage is friability or mellowness. Friability or mellowness. This means when the soil is dry, that should be crispy or crumbly. Means whenever, just take an example like papad, when you are eating papad, you just feel it as crispy. Similarly, the soil when it is dry, it should be crumbly or crispy kind. So that is one important property of the soil, friability or mellowness. And there are different types of tillages, tillage, and the different types of implements used for different tillage practices. So we will learn what are the different types of tillage and as well as the different characteristics of those and how they have been used. So now we shall learn about types of tillage. Types of tillage, we divide them into on season, off season, and modern type of tillage. So on on season means when a particular crop is being raised in a particular season. In that particular season, when we are taking up different tillage practices, that we call it as on season. Suppose take an example of Kharif season. In the Kharif season, suppose you are going for the some soybean or pigeon pea cultivation. Before sowing, we will take up the practice just 10 days before. That is on season practice. And next one is off season. Off season means other than the cropping season, whenever we go for the tillage practices, that we call it as a off season. Means when the forthcoming season is there, we will take up the tillage practices before that season. That is off season. You can take an example summer tillage. Means summer tillage is done so that the soil can be ready by the Kharif season, and winter season or fallow season. So these are some examples for off season. And modern tillage means we will deal with the modern tillage in quite later. So in on season, again it is divided into preparatory and after cultivation. After cultivation. In preparatory tillage, what they do is, this is for preparing the seed bed before sowing of the crop. That is preparation. So before sowing of the crop, when we take up the tillage operation, that is preparatory. And after cultivation means after sowing of the crop, whatever the operations we take up in the standing crop, such operations we consider under after cultivation. I hope it is clear. Preparatory means before sowing, after cultivation is after sowing. So again under preparatory we have primary and secondary tillage. Primary means the first plowing of the soil is primary. And the operations which are done after the primary tillage, such operations we consider under secondary operations, harrowing, leveling, planking. So different operations after the plowing, whatever the light operations we take up, such operation we consider under secondary operations. Here you will have to remember is primary means the heavier operations that will be done to the soil, so that the almost the soil top 15 to 20 centimeter is turned up. That is under primary tillage. And for the secondary tillage, that are the lighter operations that are done on the surfaces, so that the when we go for the primary tillage, that time we will break the soil, but there will be some bigger clods of the soil remained in the field. So to break those bigger cloddy soil to the smaller one, we go for the secondary operations like harrowing on and leveling of the soil. After leveling, again the third one is layout of seed bed. So this is the third one. Primary is the first plowing of the soil. Secondary is the operations which are taken after the plowing. Such operations are secondary operation. After secondary operations like harrowing and leveling of the soil, the seedbed preparation will be taken place. We will make whatever type of seedbed we require. Then we will go for the sowing. So this is about the on-season tillage. And for off-season as I have told you earlier, like summer tillage means, off-season means forthcoming season. Since summer comes before the Kharif season, in the summer tillage we will turn up the soil profile up to 30 centimeter or 40 centimeter, so that the soil will be ready for the forthcoming Kharif season. That is summer tillage. And next one is winter tillage, and also sometimes we will go for fallow tillage. So these are some examples under off-season tillage. Under modern tillage, we have different types like zero tillage, minimum tillage, conservation tillage, and stubble mulch tillage. Stubble mulch, or you can say mulch tillage, any mulch tillage. So among these, zero tillage minimum and conservation tillage are very important as an in view of examination, since regarding this many questions will arise. So we will deal with those quite later. Now we shall know about the different implements or the plows used for primary and secondary tillage. As I have told you, the primary tillage is the first plowing of the soil. First plowing of the soil. In that there are different types of tillage practices taken up, like deep tillage. Deep tillage means it may be around 50 to 60 centimeter. Then subsoiling is turning up the subsoil, and year-round tillage means tillage practices that are carried out throughout the year, that comes under year-round tillage. So under deep tillage, CREDA has given a, that is CREDA Hyderabad, this has given a depth. Considering the depth, it has given a different classification. If the tillage is done for the top 5 to 6 centimeter, then we call it as a shallow. If it is 15 to centimeter, then we call it as medium. If it is around 25 to 30 centimeter, then we call it as a deep tillage. So this is the classification given by CREDA, that is Central Research Institute for Dryland Areas, which is present in Hyderabad. So this has given this classification. The numbers for shallow, medium and deep tillage are very important as when concerned with the examination, because they will give with some numbers and they will ask us to identify which is this, whether it is a shallow tillage or medium or deep tillage. So the numbers you have to remember. And the subsoiling, this is turning up of the subsoil and putting the surface soil little deeper. And year-round tillage, as I have told you, it is tillage practices taken up all around the year. So for primary tillage, there are different types of implements or the plows used. In that it may be wooden plow or iron plow, or sometimes it may be tractor drawn plows. So we will discuss about the implements now. So there are different implements or the plows used for primary tillage. So in primary tillage we have wooden plow, soil turning plow and special type of plows. So in wooden type of plow there are three different types: heavy plow, dryland plow and wetland plow. One thing you have to remember in wooden plow is that this wooden plow will cut V type of furrow. That means when this plow is plowing in the soil, when you see the cross sectional wise, you will find a V shape and ridge like this. So this is the V type of furrow which will be cut by the wooden plow, and there will be no inversion of the soil. Means there will be no inversion of the subsoil to the surface soil. And in under wooden plow, heavy plow, dryland plow and wetland plow. Heavy plows are used for especially heavy soils like clay soils or any other clay component soil. So this heavy soil covers an area of 0.1 to 0.15 hectare in 8 hours a day. This is the area covered by heavy plow. Dryland plow covers an area of 0.15 to 0.25 hectares area in 8 hours, and wetland plow, it covers only 0.1 hectare of area in 8 hours. So the wetland plow is the smallest plow among the wooden plows. So these are some important points you have to remember for the wooden plow. And next one is soil turning plow. Soil turning means the subsoil will be coming up and the surface soil will be going down. That is inversion of the soil. That there are different types of modern types of plows developed. Iron plows, that is mould board plow, disc plow and reversible plow. There are different varieties among these only, but some of the important ones are these. The mould board plow will invert the soil, and disc plow will be having a disc It is just like CD around 60 centimeter. This will be having concave shape. Concave shape, 60 centimeter disc will be there. That will plow the soil, that will cut the soil and pulverize the soil. And the reversible plow, when a plow is going in one direction, it can revert back to the another direction. Means if it is going on the right, after some time if we want to revert it, it can be reverted back to the left side. That is reversible plow. And among special type of tillage, like when we go for the deep tillage, we use chisel plow and ridge plow for the making up of ridges and furrows in the field, and rotary type, it will pulverize and it cuts the soil. So these are some important implements you have to remember for primary tillage. Secondary tillage, as I have told you earlier, secondary tillage are the lighter soil operations that are done on the surface of the, like maybe top 5 to 10 centimeter of the soil, so that the bigger clods will be broken down into smaller ones and also the soil can be leveled. So there are different operations done under secondary operations like harrowing, leveling, disking, planking. So these are some operations coming under secondary tillage. Under that there are different implements used for cultivator, harrows and leveler. Among this important one are harrows. We have disc harrow, we have indigenous harrow. So there are different types of harrows also, like tines like structure will be there. So this type of are also used for secondary operation. And next one, after cultivation. After cultivation, tillage operations are those which are done after sowing of the crop. There are various soil operations that are done after sowing of the crop, like intercultivation and herbicide application, earthing up, and ring type of ring method around the plant. These are some operations. So intercultivation are the loosening of the soil in between the standing crop rows. That is intercultivation. Herbicide application, this you know, for the controlling of the weed. When the crop is already in the field, that time we will take up herbicide application. Earthing up, that is covering the soil around the plant so that the plant gets some support and plant doesn't lodge easily. That is earthing up. This is mainly done in maize crop. And ring type of method, we will make a round ring pit around the plant so that we can water or we can apply the fertilizer as well. So after this, as I told you, modern tillage, there are 4 different types of tillage. One is zero tillage, minimum tillage, conservation tillage and mulch tillage. Zero tillage, this type of tillage is mainly carried out for the cropping system, rice, wheat. That means rice in the Kharif season and wheat in the Rabi season. In the northern India, this is the important cropping system taken up. Here what happens is, after the harvest of the Kharif rice, there will be very less time available for the feed preparation for the next upcoming wheat crop. At least after the harvest of the crop, we at least need some 10 to 15 days for preparation of the land so that we can go for wheat sowing. But what happens is, we do not have that much time in between the Kharif crop and the Rabi crop. That is why what happens is, zero tillage means sowing of the crop in the stubbles of the previous crop. Suppose after the harvest of the rice crop, stubbles will be there in the field and the soil condition will not be so good for taking up wheat sowing. At that time, what we can do is, we can use the zero till seed drill, and we can sow the wheat seed in between the stubbles of the rice crop directly without any field preparation. Prior field preparation, we will go for the sowing of the wheat crop in between the stubbles of rice crop. So this reduces the time lapse, and also this reduces the cultivation or the increase in the seed rate also. Because of this, time will be saved, and also we can use herbicides for controlling of the weeds after the harvest of the rice crop before the sowing of the wheat seeds. So zero tillage means sowing of the next crop in between the stubbles of the previous crop without any field or prior field preparation. Means zero tillage, we can call it as also no tillage. Means no tillage at all. Without any tillage, we will go for the sowing of the upcoming crop in the previous crop. So this zero tillage machine was developed by Pantnagar University, and this is very successful in the North Indian belt of rice wheat cropping system. I hope this is clear about the zero tillage. We follow this modern type of tillage operations because in the traditional or the conventional type of tillage, there will be so many losses because of the continuous disturbing of the soil. There will be loss of organic matter, there will be loss of the useful or beneficial microorganisms, and also the soil structure will be destroyed. So that to maintain a sustainability of the soil, we carry out these modern types of tillage. So one among that is zero tillage, and next one is minimum tillage. Minimum means very less tillage. So wherever the operations we can combine into one operation, we can reduce such operations, or also we can sometimes skip some operations which are not at all useful. Suppose for example, you take it up, after plowing we may not need harrowing sometimes. So we can skip the harrowing operation and we can directly go for sowing of the crop. So that is minimum tillage. Minimum means less tillage. So reducing the number of operations or skipping of a particular operations when we go for the plowing, such type of tillage we call it as a minimum tillage. And in conservation tillage, conservation means saving of the resources like water, like soil, and fuel also. Energy is also saved in conservation agriculture. In conservation agriculture, the main conservation tillage, the main objective is to cover the soil at least 30% by stubbles. 30% of the land will be covered by the stubbles, and in that plowing and other tillage operations will be taken care. If we cover the soil with the stubbles, moisture will be retained, organic matter also increases, there will be less number of weeds in such type of land. So this is one important point where you have to remember. In conservation tillage, at least 30% of the land or the soil surface will be covered by the stubbles or any living matter. And next is mulch tillage. Similarly, just similar to the conservation tillage, in mulch tillage we use different types of mulch: stone mulch, pebble mulch, plastic mulch, and stubble mulch. So to cover the soil surface, because of mulching we will be having so many advantages. Like what I have told you earlier, organic matter will be increased, beneficial microorganisms will also enhance their activity, and nutrient assimilation, nutrient conversion will also be rapid, and also the soil structure will be improved. So these are some important modern type of tillage. And the next, the father of zero tillage is Glauber triplet. Glauber triplet. Please note here that father of tillage is Jethro Tull, whereas father of zero tillage is Glauber triplet. It is quite obvious that we get confused in the exam between the father of tillage and father of zero tillage. So the another one important soil operations done is puddling. Puddling is an operation that is done in the wet soil. What you find in the paddy soils, rice soil. Puddling. Puddling is plowing the soil when moisture or the water content or the water is stagnated on the soil. This is mainly done in the for paddy crops. Why do we have to go for puddling is when we plow the soil in the stagnated water, the water will percolate as much as it can and the remaining water will be stagnated on the surface of the soil. And also with the puddling, the oxygen will be reduced in the soil and there will be less weeds, and it helps in the erenchymatous roots or the erenchymatous tissues of the rice crop to take up the oxygen from the air and it will be transferred to the root. So puddling, it is done mainly for the rice crop and so that the percolation will be more and then the water will be stagnated on the soil. So these are some important aspects of the tillage.